So let's talk about the Twilight Saga, New Moon. Does it really deserve the hate it got from the critics, or can I prove them wrong? Find out right now in this review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings my fellow YouTubers and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, so I'm going to be bringing to y'all another review of the Twilight Saga, and this time it's New Moon. Now if you've not seen my review for the first Twilight, I strongly advise you to stop the video at once and watch the review before you go on to it, as I'll have that and this video up in a playlist as soon as this video is done. So that way you'll be ready for some more coming up. So I'll give you 5 seconds. See, that was just 5 seconds, so that way you can stop the video and watch the Twilight review before I go on. Okay, let's go. The film was directed by Chris Weitz, was released by Summit Entertainment in 2009. Of course, we have Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, and Taylor Lautner returning as Bella, Edward, and Jacob. This is, of course, based on the book of the same name by Stephanie Meyer. While the film did get a good response was well received by the fans, but it left critics cold, unfortunately, and became the weakest review of the franchise until, well, it says they somewhere to drill with the length and all that stuff, but that's understandable and what have you. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get on with the story. On her 18th birthday, Bella Swan awakens from a dream where she is an old woman and Edward Cullen, her immortal boyfriend of a vampire, is forever young. Despite Bella's lack of enthusiasm, Edward's family hosts a birthday reception for her at their residence. While unwrapping a gift, she receives a paper cut. Edward's foster brother, Jasper, is overwhelmed by the scent of Bella's blood and attempts to attack her, but is restrained. Believing that he and his family are putting Bella's life in danger, Edward ends their relationship, and the Cullens leave Forks. Bella is left severely depressed and isolated for months. Her concerned father, Charlie, decides to send her to live with her mother in Jacksonville, Florida, but she refuses and promises to spend more time with her other school friends. She and Jessica, once again played by Anna Kendrick, whom we don't get to see much of her, just a little bit. They see a movie, and Bella approaches some rough-looking bikers outside the theater, much to Jessica's dismay. The dangerous encounter reminds Bella of a previous near assault where Edward rescued her. She imagines seeing and hearing Edward and realizes that thrill-seeking activities can evoke his image. Soon, with the help of Jacob Black, he helps ease Bella's pain by engaging her in various activities. Jacob mentions how many of his tribal friends I'm sorry, my friends. I got tongue-tied there. Follow and obey Sam, another one of Jacob's kind. You know. While attending a movie with Bella and Mike, Jacob abruptly leaves after becoming inexplicably upset and suffering a burning fever. Bella drives to Jacob's home after he avoids seeing her. Jacob has cut his long hair and now has the same killet, which I'm still probably not pronouncing this correctly, tattoo on his upper right arm, as Sam and other tribe members. He tells Bella to stay away from him. When Bella hikes to the mill that she and Edward often visited, she is confronted by Victoria's vampire companion Laurent, as he is about to kill her. A wolf pack appears and attacks him. Bella eventually discovers that Jacob and the other tribe members are shapeshifters who can change into giant wolves. Their age-old enemies are vampires, though a treaty exists between the Cullens and the tribe. Jacob's pack members are currently on alert for Victoria, the vampire seeking to avenge her mate, James, who Edward killed to protect Bella, which you recall from the last movie. With Jacob focused on adapting to his new shape-shifting powers, Bella again finds herself alone and returns to seeking thrill-inducing activities, deliberately oblivious to Victoria's presence. Through a series of miscommunications, Edward believes that Bella has killed herself after Edward's sister Alice has a vision of Bella jumping off a seaside cliff. Distraught, Edward travels to Italy to ask the Volturi, a powerful coven that act as vampiric overlords, to end his life, as he is incapable of doing so himself. When they refuse his request, he plans to force their hand by exposing himself as a vampire to humans during a large festival. Alice returns to Forks and is shocked to find that Bella is still alive. Now to the ending, you know the procedure. 5 seconds to stop. Go to the description box below. Fast forward to the time below to avoid ending spoilers. If you've seen the movie, continue on after the 5 seconds. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Alice and Bella travel to Italy to save Edward, arriving in time to prevent him from revealing himself as a vampire. Edward, relieved that Bella is alive, explains that he only left Forks to protect her and promises never to leave again. Edward defends Bella from Felix, one Volturi, as the Volturi do not allow humans to confide in vampire society, but Edward is easily overpowered. As the Volturi are about to kill Edward, Bella asks that they kill her instead. Impressed by a human's willingness to sacrifice her life for a vampire, the Volturi determine that Bella, who knows that vampires exist, must either be killed or be transformed into a vampire. Alice shares her vision of Bella as a vampire with Arrow, a Volturi elder able to read thoughts through touch. Arrow decides to let them go after extracting a promise that Bella be turned eventually. After returning to Forks, Bella asks the Cullens to vote on her becoming a vampire. Only Edward and Rosalie vote no. Jacob reminds Edward that the years-old tree would kill it will be broke if any Cullen bites a human. Bella tells Jacob that it is her choice, and Edward tells Bella that he will change her into a vampire if Bella marries him. And end of story, and ends in a cliffhanger until the next one. So, what are my thoughts on New Moon? Well, I will tell you that I did like it a bit, just as much as predecessor. I mean, now I did like how Bella now starts being a love triangle between her and Edward and Jacob. Well, apparently, now I did have slightly a bit of a downside that we don't get to see Edward much in the movie, which it's understandable because that's probably why he win the book. But even so, I will say that this was not too bad. I mean, our main characters were still good. Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, Taylor Lautner, they were all real good in what have you. Now, of course, we have Ashley Greene as Alice, and Rachelle Lefevre as Victoria. Well, unfortunately, this will be our last appearance as Bryce Dallas Howard, the daughter of Ron Howard, would take over that role in the next installment. Billy Burke once again plays Bella's father. We have lots of others, but also we have Michael Sheen, who recently appeared in, well, the first couple of installments of the Underworld franchise as Arrow. And Dakota Fanning appears in this as Jane, who we will see more of her. So, anyway, it may have a few bits of downsides and what have you. But I feel like New Moon's got a few more ups than downs, though. So, anyway, directed not bad by Chris White. The music by Alexandra Desplat was not too bad either. It had a decent soundtrack and what have you. But anyway, despite critics were hard on this, but fans still enjoyed it. It beat out the first Twilight movie, as the film went on to make $711 million worldwide, and became the, let's see, yeah, it just became one of the biggest movies to open in a single day with 72 million, until it was surpassed by Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 2 years later. Anyway, let's see. Uh-huh. Yeah. Still, it did pretty well with everyone. So would I recommend New Moon? Well, yeah, I'd say yes. Go ahead. I mean, if you're a Twilight fan and you want to continue on with the series, you gotta go on and watch New Moon. So, what are your thoughts on the second installment of Twilight? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of number 3 of this series, Eclipse. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, see these other reviews. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Underworld, or go see my review of its sequel, Underworld Evolution, in the upper right-hand corner. Or if you just want to take a break from vampires and werewolves, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my recent review of Ron Howard's great rom-com Splash. Splash. I was saying Flash. My bad. Splash. Yeah, with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah. I think you'll love it. I'm sorry, I'm just losing myself a bit. My bad. The bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.